Hey, welcome to Small Towns Unscripted, one more time, with our infamous, famous, most incredible person, maybe in Chelan, maybe the most well-known of person in Chelan, Susan Fisher.
Yeah.
I'm going to say,
I agree with that statement.
like, the most known person that you don't know.
Yeah,
right?
no,
I mean, like,
you are the epitome of the reason for this podcast, because so many people love and adore you and know of you, but don't necessarily know who you are.
you're the lady that picks up garbage on the highway. I hear that
And
all
waves.
the time. And waves.
Yes.
Yeah, and smiles. Like,
Yeah.
So
And
this
it's
is
just the epitome of sweet.
like, who doesn't, I mean, if you've driven on the highway, you've seen her, right? Like,
That's right. And this is Nicole Turner. This is Tara Kalin. My name is Russell McClellan. And thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
And you are not on social media, and you have not seen one of these episodes. And you said, I think I might be nervous, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yep.
we love that.
And you, so that spirit in you, I mean, even when we got here and we were setting up, you were waving to everybody walking by.
Yes.
And
It's just in your DNA, I think.
I think so.
well, and what I found intriguing and how simplistic that is of a gesture like that, everybody that you waved to just now would stop, turn around, have a conversation with you, wave back, smile. So you bring joy to people at a time when I think it's really needed.
Well, thank you.
And when
that.
maybe we aren't friendly neighborly so much anymore
And that's why
as
we
could be.
really need it.
Bring it back,
Yeah.
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 Maybe we need her to come here and do open houses.
Just stand right there.
And honestly, just wave, and then everybody like, I just need to go. Over there is happiness and kindness.
You know, this started, you as an introduction to this podcast started with Kelsey Chavez, which was actually our first guest
My goodness.
6 months or so ago. And she just put it on Facebook, something like, you're in a small town when
You're local.
when you're local, when you wave to the lady and the lady waves back along the road. And then there was like 101 likes and like 50 comments of how you bring joy to all these people. And we were driving out here together. I picked her up now. I allegedly was looking at my phone trying to read these to her, and she said, put your phone down, you're going to get us in an accident.
Good for you.
And I said, yeah, that makes sense. A lot of people tell me what to do. I like it.
A lot of women.
A lot of women tell me what to do.
He does only listen to women that tell him what
It took
to
me
do.
like 30 years to learn that skill set. I'm a slow learner.
Okay, can we start, please, since we're on the topic of like how we know who she is, with the statistics that she gave us?
Yeah, let's do that.
Because that's pretty wow.
Yeah, I'm just going to read what you wrote because it's very concise and it's right. It
Yeah.
says it all. Hello again, Russ. This was an email that Susan sent us about her bio, and then she forgot. She sent me some other stuff too. It was very interesting, but this is what everybody in this town probably
This is
knows.
the target audience.
But I'm going to show you the stats like Tara said. I'll read them to you. Something that you already know, but I forgot to include in my answers. I've been walking on Highway 150. That's Chelan and Manson Highway for people. For about 25 or more years. My route is between town, across from the city park to almost Rocky Point. I pick up litter and wave to the people who wave to me. I usually get at least 200 waves a day.
Pause.
The most,
200!
that's on average. The most was over 500. I also, this is what you guys might know, I count the honks that I get as well.
Oh,
That's pretty amazing.
that's cute.
200 people a day wave to you and you wave back and smile.
Yes.
Now, how many honks are we getting in a day?
The most was 22. It's usually around 10 or so.
Nice. Those are the real fans.
Yes.
Super fans.
Okay, so
now
from
you know how to
your-
be a super fan.
So
Honk,
from
honk.
your perspective, do you feel like you're filling people's cups or they're filling your cup?
They're filling mine.
Yeah, that's what I guessed.
Yeah.
That's the spirit of giving and gratitude.
Can you tell the story about how you started this 25 years ago?
Well, I started walking the highway with my dog, and then when he died, I thought, well, maybe I'll just go pick up the trash. So that's what I've been doing, and it gets me out, gets me exercised, and get to wave and be happy.
Have you always been that person? Just to, like always, or did you have an epiphany one time in your life and you were like, you know what, I need to wave and smile.
Well, I grew up painfully shy, so I didn't then, but probably when we moved to Chelan, and it was small town stuff then. And I have to tell a funny story. In the summertime, I was crossing the street from Kelly's, and I met a lady, and we had eye contact, and I smiled at her, and she stopped, and she said, "I can't believe it, I haven't seen you forever." And by then cars were coming, so I had to keep going on, and I didn't have to tell her that she'd never seen me in her life, but I was from Chelan. And she was, I think, a tourist from a big town, and if you smile, then you have to know somebody.
Must know you.
Well, that breaks down those barriers, right?
Right.
For everyone. So in this podcast, what we talked about a little bit in the car, but let's talk again. There's two main reasons we want to do this. One is so people can get to know you instead of you, right? Mm-hmm. And the other one is so your family and friends and great grandkids that aren't born could look someday at the technology on YouTube or wherever they find you and go, that was my great grandmother. And you get to hear the stories, the authentic stories, the unscripted stories from the source. So hopefully in those two combinations we help unite a community and we can bring some fun to
Is
social
this
media.
our way of waving?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
This is our waving and spreading joy.
With 100,000 views and climbing a month, we're doing something.
I hope.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but it's fun. So what we'd like to do is maybe start from the beginning of your life and just tell us your life story.
How'd you get here and where'd you come from? And
Well, I was born in Seattle, and then when I was 3 years old, we moved to East Wenatchee. So I went to kindergarten there, and then my folks were building a house in Wenatchee, so we moved to Sunny Slope, and I went to first grade there, and then we moved to our house in 5th Street, and I went to part of 2nd grade, what's now the Wells Fargo Bank, and then we moved to Spokane, and I went to 2nd and 3rd grade there, and then my dad got a job at Washington Water Power, which is the PUD now down in Chelan Falls, it's a power plant. Mm-hmm. So I went to 4th and 5th grade in a 2-room school in Chelan Falls.
Wow.
And then up to the big school in Chelan for 6th grade, where I graduated from.
Do you think that's one of the reasons you were painfully shy, as you described it, as you just had to meet
moving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hard on kids.
I just had only, one friend at a time.
Right, yeah. Now, were you guys moving from Seattle to East Wenatchee and East Wenatchee to Spokane? Was that all because of your dad's work?
Yes.
Finding work?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he worked for Wells and Wade when we were in Wenatchee. But then I think he had a traveling job when we lived in Spokane.
Okay, and then he got settled
Yep.
with the PUD, what is now
Exactly.
PUD.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so what year were you born, Susan?
1943.
1943. So you've been in Chelan about 73 years?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So talk to us about your grandparents.
Well, my dad's parents, they came to Manson right after they were married, I think. And she was the teacher in Manson, 1st through 12th grade. And then he was actually the 2nd postmaster, but the first one was only there for about a year. So he was postmaster in Manson for a long time.
Cool.
And my dad was the 6th one born, but they had, well, it's kind of a sad story. They had a son who was stillborn, and then another son who only lived 3 days.
Thanks.
Yeah, and then they had 2 daughters, and then another son, and then my dad. But I think the ones born in Manson were the 2 boys, and I think one of the girls.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We love Manson. I mean, I love Manson.
So in high school, you were in Chelan?
Yes, I graduated from Chelan.
Now, what was high school like for you?
Well, it was just a normal high school. Yeah, I did real well in math. I never got 100 on a spelling test. Still can't spell.
We got spell check now. We can show you.
Yeah, right.
You're good.
Yeah.
So we always ask this because it's interesting. You know, Tara and I grew up in this valley, and what are the fond memories of your childhood growing up in Chelan, and you know, whether it's junior high, elementary school, high school, just growing up in the valley with the lake, and what did you do for fun, or what did you?
Well, when we lived in Chelan Falls, there were a row of 10 houses.
That was the
one up on
PUD
the hill.
housing. Those
Yeah.
brick ones?
Yes.
Oh, those are cute.
Yeah. And so there were a lot of kids, so we played hide and seek and did all kinds of things outside and stuff during the time we were there.
That's cool. I bet that was a fun spot.
Go down to the park right there where the lake comes in. Did you swim at the?
No, swam. Well, I learned to swim, I think, when I was in Wenatchee, and that's the other thing. Now they wouldn't ever let you do it, but as a kid in second grade, I would walk up to a swimming pool in Spokane, up, you know, a main highway type thing, go swing, and then come home.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? We've heard so many stories of the freedom and
Yeah.
just kind of like the overall openness and safety that was here, where parents were like, well, good luck, kid.
Yeah.
See you when dinner time, and don't come back before it's
Well,
Yeah.
even the statement of, it was like all high school. I think high school is so different now
Oh, yes. it
than,
is.
you know, what it was like back then.
There's actually kind of a push. Parents are creating these free kid clubs
free kid club.
because kids have so much less safe freedom to take risks in a kind of a safe environment, because there's always parental supervision, and it's really causing, they believe, kids to have a lot of anxiety
Yeah.
and fear about things, and so they're creating these kind of freedom clubs
That's
where
great.
parents collectively say, okay, everyone, we're dropping our kids off at the park. We're leaving a kickball and some bats and balls, and we're leaving them there for 2 hours
Great idea.
and coming
Great.
back. So they have
Yeah.
no supervision, like how we grew up,
Exactly.
you know, and then they
Yeah.
have to figure it out.
Right.
And maybe they get bored, you know.
How to
and
get
then
along.
have to, yeah.
With each other. How to deal with a bully.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yes, how to create a game, how to cooperate, how to maybe they fall and get hurt. And then a friend has to come over and say, are you okay? It's okay. And they gotta, you know.
I just ordered a book called The
Up.
Anxious Generation.
There you go.
Have you ever seen that book? It's a lot about that, where
Yeah.
they feel like A, screen time, and B, just the
Yeah.
control.
Ugh.
Yeah.
They actually said, the statistic I read from this group was wild, that because we're so connected, our level of fear is as a parent is heightened. That we believe kids aren't safe because we now hear that one kid one time 10 years
Yeah.
ago was
Yeah.
kidnapped, so every kid's gonna get kidnapped.
Yeah.
And the statistic was something like a kid would have to be alive 750,000 years to be at risk to be kidnapped.
Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah.
how few and far between it happens.
It's definitely changed. Well, that's a great idea. I haven't heard that.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
I would love that.
So did you move away, or did you find a husband here, or did he find you? And
Well, I dated Rudy Mayer in high school, and then I went to nursing school in Wenatchee, and then we were not supposed to get married before 6 months before we graduated. But Rudy didn't want to be drafted into Vietnam, so we got secretly married.
allegedly.
Don't tell.
And,
what-
and
She's
then
still hiding that from the parents.
And what year?
And a
was
school that
that,
doesn't
Susan?
exist anymore,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, Susan, what year was that you got secretly
probably
married? Allegedly.
1963.
Yeah, right at the
Yeah.
Vietnam was starting up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Secretly married, what did that entail? Like you went somewhere and eloped or what?
Well, we went to Coeur d'Alene.
To the hitching post?
Mm-hmm.
Yes!
Cute.
Yeah, and then we came back, and then we had our wedding after I graduated and stuff.
The one people could know about.
Right. Yep. And then
So was this graduated from nursing school or graduated from high school?
nursing school
Nursing
in
school.
1964.
There we go.
Yeah. So then we moved, and it was really kind of ironic, I guess, because he worked for the PUD. So when I was a kid, we lived in the second house from one end, and then when we moved in, we were in the second house from the other end. So
Move up the street.
lived there twice. Yeah.
You like what you like, I
Yeah.
guess. Okay.
Some people are attracted to Army guys or cops. You're attracted to PUD guys.
Yeah.
I get it. Your dad.
Yeah. So
That's fun.
anyway, then we bought one of the cabanas and built a house there, and then had 3 daughters. And the first one, I'm sorry, died of SIDS. So when she was only 4 months old.
Yeah,
But
I'm sorry.
Wow.
then we built a house across the street, and then we were divorced. I worked at the Chelan Hospital, the original one. It's the apartments now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we were divorced, and then married Dr. Fisher, and we had another daughter, and had a very happy life.
Yes.
All right.
And you said you eventually lived on the lake a couple times.
Well, when I was in high school, my folks built a house in Spader Bay that still stands, and the house that they built on 5th Street in Wenatchee still stands. So they did a very good job with building houses.
Yeah, good builders.
Yeah, so
That's great.
anyway, Spader Bay, and so I actually waited for the bus with Linda Evans Parlett.
I was just gonna say, yeah, we bought her parents' second house, I believe, when I got married.
Yeah,
That would be a fun place to grow up and go
Yeah,
see
beautiful.
yeah,
grandma's house. And,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
around the lake.
So yeah, every once in a while I look at the houses, and the one on 5th Street, I was able to knock on the door and talk to the guy, and and then the one in Spader Bay, I've seen
Yeah,
the
do you know
people
who
that own
lives?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You were more excited about looking at this house than you were at the podcast, I think. You love looking at houses.
I do.
She
I
says,
do.
"Can I get a tour of the house? I want to go there."
You
I
know
wanna
what?
see
It's not too late to become a real estate agent.
Nope, don't want to sell them. Just like to look at them.
Take away from the
especially if-
waving job. You can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially if they're being built, I'd like to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
All right, on. So talk to us about your daughters. What was you have 3 daughters, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, and that was the other thing I was going to say. When Rudy remarried, we were able to blend our families, so we raised them all together. Linda had a daughter, and then we had 3 daughters. So that's.
You know what? That's unique and rare and cool.
Yeah.
Because you got divorced in a time when that was not cool to get divorced.
No, but Julianne did the eulogy for Rudy when he died, and she just introduced it by, some of you know, and maybe a lot of you don't know, that I'm Rudy's 3rd daughter, 4th daughter, and because we were able to just blend the families.
Isn't that cool?
That's really cool.
Yeah, yeah, so,
That's not easy to do.
but anyway, and then I lived on the lake again, about a half a mile above Pat and Mike's when Bill and I were married, until we moved away for 6 years and went overseas.
I
We
was
went
telling-
overseas.
Yeah, we went to a missile tracking station in the Central Pacific. It's called Kwajalein. It's in the Marshall Islands. And
Wow.
and it was kind of ironic because we went to truck on our honeymoon and actually landed on Kwajalein. But you can't get off the plane unless you live there or have permission. So we'd seen it, and then Dr. Beale, who Bill was one of the 3 that built the clinic, but anyway, he had been there. So he told us all about it. So when Bill wanted to slow down, he applied there, and we were accepted. So we moved over there with 2 of our daughters who graduated from there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How many people live there?
Oh, maybe 2,000, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
not-
another small town.
Yeah. And
So it was Dr. Fisher and Beale and Dr. Barry that were the 3 original Chelan Clinic founders.
Yes.
And I remember Dr. Fisher working on me when I got hurt in football.
Really?
Yeah, like in 1983, maybe.
Yeah.
somewhere
That's
in there.
cool.
Yeah, and then there was Dr. Pleady and Dr. James. that also worked on me. They nicknamed me JJ in high school for Johnson & Johnson Band-Aid because I got hurt a lot. I was a little small kid for a while. I don't know what happened.
So what was his position there?
Wait,
on that
on the island?
island?
Physician, family practice.
Oh my God.
But for the first time, we had an unlisted number. And so unless you were on call, you didn't get called, which was very unusual for us. And like I say, it was a small island, so the only transportation was walking or bicycles. Unless he was on call, then he had a little motor vehicle. But yeah.
That's so
it was-
cool.
yeah.
That's a different lifestyle.
It really is.
How'd your daughters feel about that?
They blended in really well, and Julianne, my youngest daughter, Malia was there. She graduated in 2 years, and then Julianne graduated 6 years.
Yeah.
So anyway, they really enjoyed it, and they still have friends that they communicate with that were there.
That's cool. What a fun experience.
And the girls, there's 2 of them you said are back here in Wenatchee.
They're in Wenatchee, and then one lives in Bellingham. So,
What do they do for work?
well, Christina, the oldest one, works for Crunchback, and Malia is our 3rd generation PUD employee. She's an
Oh,
accountant.
goodness.
And Julianne is retired now. She's was in the Army, no, in the Air Force. And
Wow.
she got her education, she graduated from Central, but she got her education in doing houses as far as decorating them and stuff.
Oh, like interior design.
Yeah.
She's probably going, what is going on with this house?
You can do
Don't
this
judge.
and this and this.
Yeah, don't
It's
judge.
vacant, we just have a
Don't
table.
judge.
Exactly.
We're selling it, so,
So
Yeah.
yeah, maybe you can help them out.
yeah. Yeah, we need stagers all the time. Well, it's just an interesting, you've had an interesting life. With your being a physician's wife at that time in the 60s, he came here in 1963, Dr. Fisher. So, and left in like 83?
86.
86,
Yeah, how'd you meet? Because you were nursing or
Yeah, I was.
met at work?
Yeah, the first night I worked, I had just graduated from school, so I didn't have my license yet. So there was another RN on duty, and there was a lady that came in the late stages of labor. So try this now. She put her to sleep with ether so that she wouldn't deliver before the doctor got there.
Get out of here.
Yeah, nope. And so
We decide what
Oh my gosh.
So he
Wow.
came in, and we were all dressed and gowned and stuff. So we just, met eye contact, and there you go.
Wow.
happens. So you said he was on call a lot. Was that a common practice to be called all over back then? At some point it went from that, I don't know what year it would have been, where the doctors went to the houses. Maybe that was finished by the 60s and 70s.
Well, I think he did some house things, but
little
yeah,
black
it was
bag.
just you knew when you were on call, and you usually got called.
Wow.
I think it was Dr. Fisher in 1986 that gave me a shot in my ankle so I could play in the next week. One of them wouldn't do it, and then the other one would. I think he did. Well, I had a broken up ankle, so we had to play.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay.
Because that we know your football career was #1.
Yeah.
Did he grow up in Chelan?
No,
You needed doctors like Dr. Fisher.
actually, he discovered Washington State when he was in the Navy, and they sent him to Whidbey Island.
Oh.
And so then he started looking around for a place, because he was married and to another lady, of course, and had children. And so he looked around Washington State to see where he would like to practice, because he liked Washington State. I mean, he was born in Arkansas.
Oh,
Yeah.
very different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So-
Washington's beautiful.
yeah. So anyway, he finally found the practice here in Chelan, and bought the practice in the house, and stayed here.
Did he move here with the family or without?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So did his ex-wife and kids stay around after they got divorced?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and then she moved to Wenatchee, found another man, and
Oh, and there you go.
Oh, nice.
Great circle of life. It keeps
Okay,
moving.
here we
Yeah,
go. Yeah.
yeah.
So how many
Everyone-
kids? You said he had kids before he married
he
you.
had
so-
a son and 2 daughters.
So he had
3
3, and then
children. You had 3. I had 3.
you had 3. Wow.
Busy household.
That is busy.
Well, they never lived with us. It was kind of funny. It was not funny, I guess. His wife just couldn't say anything nice about me. Always bad, bad, bad. So the kids didn't really get to know us or me until after they graduated. And then it was like, oh, you're a nice lady after all.
Get to know you and still
Yeah.
love you, right?
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
That's unfortunate. That happens a
that's
lot.
what I'm saying. Like, you saying that you and Rudy blended your family, and then on this side it was like, nah.
Right.
That's common.
I feel like that's common. There's,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's anger or
Emotional just resentment. Things just build
Yeah.
up, and it just, it's hard
it's too
sometimes
bad.
to let
But
that go.
I don't
Yeah.
know, whatever.
But it works out, though. I mean, it sounds like now everybody's really happy, and
Yeah.
that's really cool.
I mean, when you get to know her, how would you think?
I know. Well, and especially all the other kids, right? You know?
Well, and you're not sitting around just, cleaning the road from Chelan and Manson and waving to 500 people a day. You also are involved in like 5 clubs. Could you tell us about all these things that you like to do?
Well, I belong to Hospital Guild Y.
Ooh, my mom did too.
Good. And then what was her name?
Pam Chelan. She was would have been in the 80s and 90s.
Oh, okay. So that, and then I belong to PEO, which is a ladies group that's philanthropic educational organization. They earn money to send girls to college and stuff. And then I belong to, let's see, read what it says.
All right, I'll tell you.
Tell me all the
There's a
things
lot of
I
them.
do.
Yeah,
No,
right.
on.
Okay.
Episcopal Church.
No,
You belong to the Episcopal Church.
yeah, I do that. But
And Lake Chelan Health and Wellness Foundation.
I belong to that, yes, but it's the one before that.
You volunteer at the Habitat store. And TLC for seniors.
Yes,
What is TLC for seniors?
tender loving care. We go out and see people that are kind of homebound or take them on trips or to any kind of
that's
appointment
great.
or whatever.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
You know what? So you participate in things at that senior center in Chelan?
No,
No.
I go there for lunch every once in a while because I volunteer at Habitat. I'm a cashier on Friday and Saturday
Okay,
afternoons.
cool.
So sometimes I go to,
Because you know
Lunch.
Les that we had on. I'm trying to get him to go to that senior center and make some friends.
yeah.
And he's nervous. He says he doesn't really like going places by himself.
That doesn't sound like him when you meet him. You know what I mean? Like you'd
But
be
I really, you know-
shy, but then when you meet someone and they're comfortable and they're open up. And he
Yeah,
seems to be very open.
I mean, I get being nervous going somewhere you've never been and you might not know anybody, but you
But
know,
probably
I
if
think
you walk in there, he would know somebody.
that's
I'm
what
sure he
I
would.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it a pretty friendly place? Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope he goes someday.
That reaching out to people that are stuck though and like find themselves alone at the later stages of life, that's a great thing to do for people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Thank
mean,
you.
the social aspect of your life, especially after retirement, is kind of like number one.
I told her a
For
joke
staying
that my
healthy.
grandma told me about the senior citizen center because she lived to be 101, right? We were laughing. She's a big jokester, so don't take this real. But what she would always like make funny jokes and say funny things to me, and I was like, Grandma, and she's like 90. I go, you just sit at home and you just watch the mirrors all day. And my dad comes to visit you, but you don't really get out much. And she had a driver's license. She wasn't supposed to drive, but one day my dad was late, so she drives the car, and she crashes the car, and she goes, okay, I guess I won't drive anymore. But I said, you could walk to the senior citizen center where your apartment is. And I go, maybe, she outlived 3 husbands, and I always used to say, what happened? She was like, well, they just couldn't keep up. Things like that, right? And so I go, well, maybe you'd meet a nice, distinguished gentleman over there that you could... have a little relationship with. And she goes, I'm no floozy. And I was like, I'm not saying I'm just saying maybe you could play cards, have a cup of coffee, get to meet, because you're alone in this apartment with Brett Boone, the second baseman for the Mariners. That's the only relationship that I know you have. And then she said, I said, in fact, there's probably some, good guys with you might have a romance. And she goes, she was like 90, right? She was joking, but she goes, have you seen how ugly those men are?
Oh my God.
I could date to 65, but after that, they go downhill. I'm like, man, you got high standards. She's tough. She lived to be 101, so she was tough.
Did
But
she ever go to the senior center?
I don't think so. She's pretty stubborn. But she had she outlived 3 husbands, and she always had a witty sense of humor, and always found her place, and had a lot of kids and family. And, my dad was really good to her, and she was an amazing woman. So it's just, but I could see her when she was alone a lot in that house. So I think that TLC for seniors, that's a great idea.
Yeah, it is.
No kidding.
I bet you get a lot of satisfaction from also getting to know people that maybe you didn't know very well or knew of.
Yeah.
So much of what you seem to be about is selfless in nature, from the outside looking in.
No, I just enjoy it. So
Maybe it's selfish.
maybe it's selfish. Yeah.
So you said earlier, I want to get back to your waving because you're just so famous.
Totally.
Did you know did you know how many people know about you?
Well, I don't do Facebook or anything, so my daughter tells me sometimes about, she'll Facebook and say, I'm going to be gone for a while, don't worry, or things like that. But
Oh, that's cute.
Yes, I have read those before. Like, don't worry if you haven't seen my mom. She's, blah, blah, blah. She'll be back,
And she told you we had a video about you yesterday, right? She called you this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, that one we were talking earlier about that post that Kelsey made on Facebook, right, about you. And then all those people, so my phone turns back on because I was going to read some of these because I think it might make you feel good. Some of the things that people say about you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and when we started this podcast, even just the idea phase before we started it, we started brainstorming about who we would like to have on, and you were definitely one of the first people that
Thank you.
And it's like, how do we track this lady down?
Yeah. I think we even put it on Facebook or something, and that's how, or it was a request that somebody put in one of the comments, like, you should get that gal. And then we're like, what's her name? And then people commented what your name was so we could find you.
Find you.
Fun.
Yeah.
So let me share this. It might make you smile. So Kelsey started this post. That was what she put. She goes, how I know that you are local? When you drive by her, you wave to the nice lady who picks up garbage every morning along the highway. No wave, assuming you aren't from here. And then everybody started commenting. So some of the nice things that were said were, let's see, Kelsey said a bunch of stuff. And then Lisa said, I love seeing her. She brightens my day.
Oh.
And then Kelsey goes, mine too. And another lady, Alicia, said, yes, she smiles and we both wave every morning we see each other. Alicia says, yes, me too. Alicia, she is also there every morning. She is wonderful, Roberto says. Kelly says, Susan, love her. Another person said, oh, me too. We have the most beautiful, clean highway because of her. And that reminds me of the story you told me. The hospital adopted the highway, right?
Part of it.
Tell that story. That's funny.
Okay. Well, they did, when people had the adopt a highway type thing, they would do part of what I did. And there was one time when I went into the hospital, because I also volunteered there for a lot of years. But one of the ladies that had been on the highway said, we can't find anything unless we go way over the hill.
You're taking their job.
Yep.
That's funny.
Oh, sorry.
That's the highway you want to adopt right there.
Yeah.
That's
Right. You
less
can
work.
tell them they have to go past Rocky Point.
Yeah, there you
And then
go.
they can find all the garbage.
All the garbage.
Well-
I'm gonna keep going. This is Yessie says, love to see her in the mornings and her smile with every wave always brightens my day. Naomi says, she counts the waves and honks. Love seeing Susan in the morning. I agree. Missed her there for a little while. I especially like seeing her in the center. She's so sweet, Samantha says. 100%, someone says. She is the
my
best.
gosh.
Wave and honk every time.
That's cute. We're going to get just all honking now. Everybody wave and honk. You need double duty it.
Betty says, I always wave. Makes me happy whenever I see her. I love her, Kendra says. We love her too, Lisa says. Trash by the road, I had the honor of meeting her. She also volunteers at TLC, such an understanding and giving person. I was so happy to thank her for all she does, as well as waving to people and brightening my day. Michelle says, Susan Fisher, loved by locals. Michelle says, absolutely, community member of the year.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's cute.
Christina says, she makes my day every day when I go to work, always looking for her. Same, Christina says. My neighbor, she rocks. That's Cheryl Manson. Oh, I have never known where she lived. I assumed it was somewhere close to her route. Oh, you're a local because you pull off and take her garbage and dispose of it. Hadn't thought of that. And everybody's clapping and just
100%.
Yeah, it just comments on
So I just thought I'd share that with you. That was yesterday, and that was just all spontaneous.
Oh
But
my.
it's just such a small, kind gesture that has now made a huge impact. And they don't need to be big things to matter. So
Now think about what you've done. Think of 25 years what you've been doing, and you get on average 200 waves a day. 200.
Yep.
You know, I feel
That's
like
amazing.
anyone who gets stuck in that negativity circle in their mind about how people are bad or, you know, life sucks or can't find the good, you know, why don't you just get outside and take a walk and wave? There's an idea. I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
The results are astounding.
Yeah.
Astounding.
Yeah, 500
to find the
in one day.
goodness.
What was about that day? You got 500.
Well, I usually get more when I walk into town because I guess more people. Yeah,
I see.
yeah. So I don't know. It's been a couple of years, but it was.
Are you ever worried about the cars and traffic and people?
Well, when cars are coming, I always step off the highway and watch for them to go by. So I'm
very careful.
I'm not too scared.
Yeah.
And I figure if I get killed, there's a lot of people come to my funeral.
I think the whole
You get
time.
hit by a car, the whole world is going to stop.
I feel bad for the guy that hits you.
No,
he's never coming back. Let's just say that.
I think it better, I'm going to say this, it's wrong, but that better be a hit and run. Just like get all the way out of town. Do not turn around and come back. Just keep going.
And maybe just leave the state.
Just,
It's
yeah,
fine.
honestly, maybe the country.
We can find you
Like,
on
hope
the
for the best.
you know, somewhere else. We can find you.
Might be a little old school justice on that one.
I mean,
That's not going to happen, though. So
No,
let's
it'll never happen.
take that out of the
yeah,
universe.
but, geez, yeah.
Yeah, that'll not happen. So, do you have any grandkids now?
I have grandkids, and I have great grandkids.
Oh, fun.
Yes. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Probably at least 9 grandkids, and I have 3 great grandkids.
Oh.
And it's very nice because I have an apartment on my ground floor, and that's where they live. So I get to watch them grow up.
Oh,
Oh,
fun.
I love that. I bet they love to come out to Chelan if they don't live here. If they live in Wenatchee and they come out here, I bet they just love to come visit you.
Yes. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you go to their? Do you have different activities that your grandkids do that you like to watch? Are they that age yet?
Well, the youngest ones are 13, so they. and
Busy.
they're busy. Yeah, playing soccer and stuff like that. I try to go to those games, but
Yeah.
most of the rest of them are all grown up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Now, do you have close friends, or are you more of just the person that's friends with everybody?
well, I've always only had like 1 or 2 close friends, and so I still have.
I think that's
2.
pretty normal. You know, my dad used to say that at the end of your life, you have 1 or 2 really good friends. You've done pretty well. A lot of acquaintances, a lot of people that know you, but real close friends. That's
Yeah.
hard. You know,
Yeah.
people pass away, people move away.
Yeah.
It's hard. And you're lucky if you have 1 or 2. But I think you have I think if you raised your hand and said you needed anything, I think you're going to be one of those people. Like if you said, I could use,
Some help with
groceries. You'd
whatever.
have like Walmart would be delivered.
Well, actually,
Literally the full Walmart.
actually, that is pretty true because I had to have back surgery, and I was walking on the road and it, would hurt all the way down my leg and stuff, and so of course, being a retired RN, okay, it's this and it's this and it's this. Well, it turned out that one of my discs had come out and had spaced my vertebrae. And so I had to have surgery, and it was the same thing, that people brought meals for weeks and stuff. So
Like, I got enough food already.
yeah, just
Go pick up some garbage.
one a day or something. But
That's awesome.
yeah. So anyway,
That's
now I'm-
amazing.
Well, do
Now
you
I'm
know what would be the advice? I mean, obviously you're staying in great shape. You look fantastic, and it's got to be good exercise doing that much walking. How would you describe? What would you say to people that aren't getting out enough and they're kind of sitting on their couch watching TV? What would you say to them?
Well, if they're not comfortable getting outside and walking, I walk around my house all the time if I'm not, rather than sitting or even watching a movie or something, I'll just kind of keep moving.
Yeah, get those 10,000 steps in.
Yep.
Well, there's more highways out there to be cleaned. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you could tell them, I got a section for you. You could be the ambassador of the entire system in the state of Washington. We could start a nonprofit for you. Yeah. Get Jerry and her together. They'll do a business deal. Jerry Eisner, he's a serial entrepreneur.
Plan.
Yeah. He'll organize it with you.
Yeah.
That's what's fun. I was thinking about Earl Stanford's comment about the football field when her cleaning up the highway.
Yeah.
Right.
See, he wouldn't have had to play on broken glass.
He wouldn't have had to play on broken glass if there would have been a
So
season
do you,
of his time.
do you know
That's
Earl
true.
Stanford?
I know the name, I don't know him.
He graduated high school in 1952 in Manson.
Oh.
But he told us a story because they used to, where we're at Wapito Point, they used to play football games down here. And it wasn't until they built a football field up at the high school, they helped build that. This is Deborah. Hi, Deborah. No worries.
you're
Come on
good.
in. Just doing a podcast. This is why we call it unscripted. It's all good. Deborah works with us in the real estate company. This is
okay.
Susan Fisher.
Hi. Good to meet you too.
Never.
So anyway, Susan, what I was saying is what they would do, the county would bring them fill material by cleaning the ditches along the highway and then pull that up and dump it off at the high school football field, and then the dads of the kids would build the field, right?
Oh, okay.
And then he had his first practice or football game out there, and they were noticing they were bleeding. And he was like, why are we all bleeding? And then it turns out when they cleaned the ditches, they were full of broken beer bottles. And they crunched all the glass. And so it was kind of funny because I was like, you always hear about the older generation was tougher and walked uphill both ways to school in 3 feet of snow. In this case, they played football on broken glass.
Oh
So I was
my gosh.
No big deal.
Oh my. Oh.
That's
But because of you, if they did it now, there wouldn't be any
crazy.
broken
I
glass.
still can't believe that's real.
And he said, was not that big a deal.
Not that big a deal.
Well, of course,
Wow.
that's just
Yeah, that's the attitude.
Yeah, we'd
Back
be
in
like,
the day.
that ground's cold or frozen. And he'd be like, well, we broke broken glass, but
It's
you
fine.
do you.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he wouldn't even say that because he'd be so humble about it.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
all
He'd be
good.
like, yeah, it is tough.
Yeah, did you when you were younger, I mean, others that have been around this town 80 years or so, they said they used to just, end up at other people's houses at night sometimes, and they just have dinner. And Earl was telling stories like, we'd play. If it got too dark, we'd just stay at John's house. That family would just take us in. And, it was just different.
No.
Maybe out here in
Well-
Manson in the rural areas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she was in the row housing, so
Yeah.
all those kids were, they're all right
Yeah,
here.
you had to try.
Yeah,
not-
yeah. Don't have to go
Yeah.
anywhere.
She wasn't traveling up to
Yeah.
where Walmart is,
No.
Yeah, they were riding horses out here back then, all over.
Yeah, right. She just had her little neighborhood squad.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think is the most special thing about a small town?
That's a great question.
Oh, well, the friendliness and being able to shop locally.
I love
And,
that answer.
Yeah, so all of that and yeah.
It's
Knowing
changed a little
people.
bit since you were a kid.
Well, yes, but
How do you feel about change?
it's inevitable. You can't
Amen.
fix it. Don't worry about it.
It's a good way of looking at life.
Yeah,
I think we spend a lot of time focusing on problems that we can't do anything about,
yeah.
Ooh, that stings.
but we do a lot of it.
I know. But
She's
when you
like,
say
I
it out
wasn't
loud-
ready for the reminder today.
When you say it out loud,
But that's just such a clear way of looking at it. Change is inevitable. If you can't do anything about it, just smile and deal with it and wave somebody.
Yeah.
There you go.
Quit complaining.
oh, Oh, man.
Especially if nobody's going to listen anyway. Yeah?
That's probably valid.
Yeah.
That's valid.
Well, and sometimes the technology is so widespread now that, to your earlier point, that people have an opinion about everything. So, or maybe it was your point where you're talking about the statistics of getting hurt. You know, it's like if we never really knew that about these stories, we didn't. It was out of sight, out of mind. But you know, if you think about getting in your car, it's dangerous. But you do it. You know.
Right, like the most accidents happen within 3 miles of your home. Well, because you're mostly within 3 miles of your home. So statistically, of course, that's going to
make
higher,
more sense.
but it creates, you know, all those numbers and stories just create that sensationalism and that fear in your mind. And you really can get hooked on.
And you're not on social media or on YouTube much, right?
No.
So
That's why she's happy.
That's why she's happy.
I have another
That's
story
in your
to tell.
anxiety book.
Let's do it. Let's hear
Okay.
it. I love it.
Well, I guess I haven't said, but when my husband and I married, he had a twin-engine plane, and we would fly to medical meetings and stuff, and a lot of times take our kids. And there was one time when I thought, you know, if something happens to him, then all of us are dead. So for the good of the family, I will take flying lessons. So I ended up getting my multi-engine instrument rating. But there was one time when we were leaving an airport, and there was a sign over the door that said, "You are now entering the most dangerous part of your trip, the public highway." Which is true.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. I mean, you're talking a lot of times, most of the time, you don't hear about all the accidents because it's so normal. I mean, if a
Didn't
plane
slow you
crashes,
down.
oh my gosh, it's the end of
Right.
the world. But yeah,
Right.
Well, that warning didn't slow you down.
Nope.
You're on the highway every day.
that's true.
You can attest that it's not that dangerous. I'm still doing fine.
I mean, if you pay attention, you know, I think, I don't want to blame anyone that's gotten in an accident, okay? But I think there's a difference between no headphones and you're paying attention to every car, and like maybe you're exercising, like you're running and you got headphones in. I mean, you're just adding to the risk factor a little bit.
Or
Yes,
if
sir.
you're looking at your phone while you're driving.
Yeah. Rusty McClellan.
It's constant progress. It's just constant progress. It's a work in progress. You know, so it's just a work in progress. Process, not perfection. I just got to keep trying to improve. But I am trying.
Okay.
I am
good boy.
trying.
I have been in a car with you once, and I remember this was probably 15 plus years ago, and I remember saying, "Come on your phone a
Put
lot
that
while you're driving."
phone down. Allegedly, I'm on my phone.
Yeah,
Alleged.
where's all the cops at right now?
It's on speakerphone. So here, you asked a question about what you wrote about living in a small town. You said, "I love living in Chelan because everyone is friendly. You can walk most places, and I love the beautiful view." That's about it, right?
Didn't she also say something where in there that you've been all over the world? And,
Oh yeah, that's
and
right. We have traveled.
found a more beautiful place, or
It's right here. We have traveled the world. We have traveled worldwide, and I have never found a place that is pretty.
Yeah. Well, and like Milford Sound or something. I mean, or Lucerne. And those are, well, we've been a lot of places. But anyway, it might be, oh, this is as pretty as the foot of the lake. Oh, this is as pretty as the head of the lake. But they're not all inclusive.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
From one spot, you're central. You can go get so many different unique places
Yeah.
in a short period of time.
it's true.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And the seasonality of it too. Do you enjoy that?
Yeah.
The ebb and flow of seasons of
Yeah, all
nature,
four.
seasons of traffic, seasons of
You said this is pretty interesting, which we talk a lot about this. And this is knowing of someone instead of knowing them. And the idea of getting to know somebody better is you're hopefully a little less judgmental, because sometimes when we know somebody just a little bit, we know them from a particular day, and maybe they were having a bad day or whatever it may be. But you were saying that one time when I was volunteering with some other ladies, one of them said, "I can't believe it. Everyone knows everyone's business." And you said, I just replied, yes, after all, I'm from a small town.
Yeah, this was on Kwajalein where we have a lot of people. It was a missile tracking station, so you had to have a pretty high job in order to take your family. And so these were a few ladies that were from Boston.
The big city.
And yeah, and that's what they said. Okay.
Yeah, well, the good news is you can make up your own rumors. Yeah. Just plant a seed here, plant a seed there if you need a little improvement. But it is true, even back then, before the internet, way before cell phones, everybody had a party line. And so kind of, if you're on the phone, you were talking to everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, what a wild.
That was in our time.
Yeah, it was. Mm-hmm. That's wild.
So you're just listening to all these conversations.
Yeah.
Get off the phone.
Yeah, people would be like, I know you're on there, hang up.
Yeah. So that's true. That's like the internet before the internet.
Oh,
Probably
boy,
so, yeah.
Yeah.
In my grandparents, when I was at my grandparents' house, they had a phone, and I would sit at a desk and just listen. Just because, I was young then and stuff. But.
Yeah.
We often talk about and think about the changes that have happened, and the technology around phones is amazing. My dad said, his phone number was 2 longs and a short. Growing up with the little, the earpiece.
Our number was 5 numbers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny. Just in a couple, 2 people ago, was horses, and it's amazing how much things change, but how often things stay the same.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, people are still people.
Exactly.
And if we don't have problems, we'll find them. But
do you think a small town helps with accountability?
I would imagine, right? There's less anonymity. So, like growing up, you did something your dad knew about it before you got home.
Yeah.
So that's accountable.
Like, if you're in a city, you do something naughty, maybe nobody finds out.
Go to a different bar next week.
Yeah.
You could.
Here, it's like, oof, everyone knows or thinks they know. Mm-hmm. Do you think that changes your behavior?
I don't know, because also now there's social media, so now there's cameras and phones everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I'm glad that wasn't the case when I grew up. Phones everywhere with cameras on them?
Nope.
Yeah, the worst we had was 1 hour photo, right?
Yeah.
Go run down that kind of developed this.
Although I do know some people that really exaggerate stories from youth, and sometimes I think
that's good for the world.
that didn't happen.
I know, it's
That
good for the
didn't
world.
happen.
Like fishing story, that fish was this big.
That's because you're one of them.
I know. We all are. It gives hope to the next generation.
Is this what you tell yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what I tell my kid. That's what my dad did to me. Uphill both ways to school, 3 feet of snow.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I do. There is that conversation we have a lot about people, and I feel like you're a very non-judgmental person. I feel like you're just a loving, giving, selfless human.
Yeah.
Are you?
I try to be.
Are you a generally happy person?
Very much.
How do you stay happy when so many people seem to have a hard time with that?
Well, again, if you can't change it, too bad.
It's a pretty simple
Doesn't that
formula.
sound so simple?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole, we're going to tell ourselves that every day.
Okay. You remind me, I'll remind you.
Okay.
Sounds like a good thing.
Well, here's the formula. Walk around your house a lot. Stay off the screens.
Yeah.
Go outside. Be selfless and
Spread
do something for
positivity.
others. Volunteer at different places.
Giving, yeah.
Which gives you, 10x that in return probably. By helping other people makes you feel good.
Well, when you look at all the documentaries on like blue zones and stuff and how people in that area
The healthiest,
typically live
happiest,
longer,
Yeah.
they always think like, oh, it has to be the food or it has to be, no, it's community and being outside and doing a little bit more walking or exercise. Those are the 3 things, but the community is one of the biggest ones.
Yeah,
totally.
we're a herd creature, and I think that's why, of all the things you do, I think the one I admire the most is going to find the people that are alone and say hi to them.
Mm-hmm.
COVID had a really negative impact on people's spirits, turned a lot of people into hermits where they weren't going out. But what you were doing, walking the highway picking up garbage, is impervious to something like COVID.
Yeah.
So you continued doing that through that time, I assume.
Yeah.
Right?
25 years of your life you've been doing that. Yeah. Do you have a goal every day? Do you have like a system of your highway sections?
Well, yes,
She has 5
there's
sections.
5 sections.
Cute.
So do you have a calendar, or you just know, like 20 years later, this is my section? And is there going to be another section adopted before? Because those people on both ends are probably wondering, like, hey, what could we do to maybe have her come down to our street?
Well,
A little bit further.
Dr. Pleady one time said, yeah, you need to come all the way around Rocky Point.
Yeah, you lived on Rocky Point.
But I thought, nope.
That's a little
That
dangerous.
seems
out
a little
there.
dangerous.
Yeah.
That seems like
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah.
Section?
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, how do you get I imagine it, sometimes there's a lot of garbage, more than others, and you got bags of garbage. How do we
Yeah,
get
what
the
do you do?
garbage back?
Well, the recycle I always take home, and then the garbage, there's different places that I know that I can dump it. And
Like
so,
you
Along
leave it
your
on,
ways.
do you just leave it on the side of the road, then
sure, no.
well,
In
somebody comes and
somebody's-
gets it for you, or do
No,
you?
no, in somebody's garbage can or,
That she knows.
Different
See,
place.
she's got pre-approved cans.
yes.
See, you've got a.
She's got a
She's got
system.
safe zones
It's a
here. Like I
matrix.
know I can dump it here and here. And my bag gets full. I gotta.
There, and I have 2 or 3 bags with me too.
So if you'd like to volunteer as one of the people that she can dump garbage, get hold of Susan Fisher and give her more opportunities. Or
But-
walk.
Yeah.
It is also sad how much garbage she has to pick up then.
Yeah.
So
Does
that
it
is-
blow your mind
that is sad.
sometimes to that point?
No.
It's been
Kind
25
of
years.
thing.
She's used to it by now.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a negative thought in you.
Okay, no.
Excavate.
Let me think.
Did you guys notice
That's funny.
the black bag that has been on the highway forever?
Hey, brother.
Anyway, it was by a bus stop and stuff, and it's been bugging me. I mean, I walked by it because it was garbage, and it was the bag was rotten, falling apart and stuff. So anyway, yesterday I finally thought, okay, fine. So I stopped
I like
at the
it.
car and picked it up, threw it away.
I love how she had a little bit of like irritation.
Yeah, you got a little grit here. You missed it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The black bag. I know.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
she said,
so-
"I'm just going to deal with it myself."
Yeah.
Because nobody else
She-
is going to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's got to bother you. A bag of garbage in there. That's like
Yeah.
nails on a chalkboard to you.
Exactly.
It's like somebody's got to get with the program here. Well, you got to lead. You're a leader. You know, you're a leader. You just did the work.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's so cool. And it's not just that. I saw you out here, like we talked about at the beginning of the podcast. Is that just in your nature to just wave and smile? Now, just part of. You think that that, as Tara said, fills your cup of joy by seeing other people smile and wave and just be friendly back to you?
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, this is why we call it unscripted. We just have
Yeah. It's just a.
They have a
Highway
nice
of love
little
here.
condo over here, so I mean, it's all good. I think people are wound up too tight sometimes with these podcasts. That's why I think the unscripted part's good. Laid back.
You know, life is life.
Yep.
If you can fight it or you can just roll with it.
Yep. Catch
What's-
it all on camera.
What's one piece of advice that you have learned over your life that you'd like to share with people that maybe you think most people could use?
Besides, if you can't change it.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Just, I guess, maybe accept people the way they are.
Yeah.
Do you believe there's mostly good in most people?
Yes.
Just some people maybe have a rough time or had a rough programming childhood, a lot of trauma, something, PTSD, whatever they're going through makes them a certain way, but they're still good people.
Yes.
And I think good people make mistakes.
Yeah, we all do.
One of the things I like to say is, you know, grace, forgiveness, and generosity should be a part of your business plan in general. And the business plan could be life plan. Like if you can incorporate grace, generosity, and forgiveness. And forgiveness might be the hardest one, because it's one thing to forgive somebody. I had a situation once where a person left my company. It was aggressive. And there was a lot of things said that were untrue and negative. And then, I don't know, a year went by and they asked to come back, and And they left in a storm, so it affected people. And I said, sure. And then I had a bunch of other people in my company, one of my leaders go, why did you let this person back when they said so many mean, untrue things? And I said, well, if I say that I want grace, forgiveness and generosity is part of my business plan, but I only forgive people when it's convenient. It seems like I'm not really forgiving them.
Yeah.
Because I think second and third and fourth chances, everybody's, depends on what we're talking about, of course, but a lot of these things, people grow and people change, and when they say something and they're emotional at the time, or they're going through a rough time at home, or there's so many things that could impact
so many things
that we don't know about.
Yeah, you don't know what's behind,
their actions, their behavior.
So I love that non-judgmental approach. It's not always easy. It's easy to get wound up tight. So it's neat to see somebody that has figured out, seems like has figured out that,
I hope so.
that,
Were you like that when you were young, or is this something that has developed?
Well, like I said, I was painfully shy, so I didn't probably talk to a whole lot of people and kept my mouth shut.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the things that I find in people, especially if they've been around a while, that their gratitude tends to be one thing that assassinates anxiety. And I find like my dad's generation they were pretty good at being grateful for what they had. And maybe that's because they grew up with not much.
Exactly.
The Great Depression.
That really lends itself naturally to that attitude.
And then we often strive to do better for our kids and give them a better life, quote unquote better life. But
I want to give you what I didn't have.
Yeah, and then there lies maybe a problem where it came too easy, and so then
or if that gets removed
too fast or too abruptly.
Yeah, again, or when they lived with you, their life was this way, and then they go out on their own, and now it's kind of hard. Like, why don't I have all these things, and why isn't it easier? And then
That's why I love your club idea. That's because I think this everybody gets a red ribbon program is great. I think everybody should get a ribbon, but I think the top 3 should get trophies. I think you can do both. You can honor the people that have worked hard and achieved greatness. You can also congratulate the kids that are participating. Like, we all got participation.
Right, does it have to be mutually exclusive?
No, I think that what's happened though so often is they got rid of the trophies. The first place got brought down, the last place got brought up.
Yeah,
and
let's just do it all.
Yeah, because that's de-incentivizing people to work hard. Because why would I work hard if I'm just going to get the same thing everybody else did? And competition breeds excellence. There's a healthy competition in life, because that helps, I think, create drive. And
that's kind of the point of that Freedom Club, is that healthy risk. Taking, like, you're taking healthy risk by walking the highway. You're not doing it senselessly, mindlessly, with ignorance, right? Because you don't know. She's lived a life where she grew up having the opportunity to take healthy risks. So then later in life, you feel safe and you have built-in knowledge.
Yeah, like you did this podcast. You said, I'm nervous about this. I don't really know what it is. I've never seen it. I don't even know what social media is. But you're here.
I am.
But you're doing
and
it
you're
anyway.
comfortable. And you are very content with who you are. And that confidence, that self-esteem seems to exude from you. And maybe because you're happy, just purely happy.
Yep, I am.
So we can all learn a lot of lessons from watching you.
Yes.
Oh, well, thank you.
I agree. I 100%.
Yeah, I know I've really enjoyed this opportunity, maybe as much as any, of getting to know someone versus of them.
Yeah.
Oh.
You are like the poster child for that. Like so many, 200 people a day honking at you and waving at you.
We're going to make it more now.
Did you know Mrs. Pingree?
Oh, yes.
Because I feel like you're the 2.0.
She's a nice person.
You don't remember her?
Oh, no, she was one of my teachers.
Yeah. Okay. She rode around town on her bike dressed as a clown, and she waved. And then when you had the trolley, she was on the back of the trolley waving, and
she always had a flag.
I do know of her. I don't know her personally, but I do know of her, yeah.
Right.
Of course.
So I feel like, here we go. 2.0. She's out spreading the love. I mean, I just feel like everyone knew of
Well, I think,
Gregory, right?
well, and whether you're on the highway or on a podcast, you're out here on a deck waving to people walking
Yeah.
by, we can all wave to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can all say hi to people. Instead of looking down and in, we can look up and out.
Well, I don't know. I think you're.
I'm really thinking about that. I'm processing
You
that.
don't like that
okay.
idea?
You're right, and I'm just wondering if that's something that I could incorporate.
Why not?
Stand at your store, just
don't
wave.
know.
There's about 100 people a minute in front of that coffee line. You could just stand there and wave.
I'm more like how you were when you were little.
Very shy.
Yeah.
What's your advice for people that feel that way, are shy?
That shy?
Yeah, because you seem to be able, you have been able to graduate from that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't answer that question.
Maybe it's such a unique thing to the individual that maybe just through events and life experiences, you gain a little bit of confidence
Yeah.
to be open more and more. Because you seem to be very open today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Maybe just trying a little bit. That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe it's okay to be shy. I mean, if your kids or
wave.
grandkids are watching this, and maybe
Yeah.
one of your great grandkids
Both
are shy, maybe it's okay to be shy. Like they're not mutually exclusive.
And then wave.
And then wave anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try once.
Once today.
What is it in what is it in you that, is it the vulnerability of that? What is it that is like, I don't want to do that?
Like, why is she waving at me? I don't know her.
Like she wants something out of it.
I don't know. Looking at me?
There's programming in there somewhere.
I mean, I'm not sure. That's what I'm like.
You're trying to figure it
yeah.
out?
I'm kind of grinding right now on that.
It's
I don't
probably-
know.
Well, just process it.
Yeah.
You don't have to decide right away.
Right, that's good. Look at you. Love this.
I mean, do you wave at
The
you?
only thing you have to do right away is put your phone down while you're driving.
Not.
Do that right away.
Yep.
Everything else can wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you just wave it or say hi to just a person that you pass in the grocery store?
Not in the grocery store. Not typically, no. Maybe in my car, when you're driving by somebody on like a super, narrow road, or you're like driving private driveways and stuff. Like I wave to like those and like neighbors and stuff quite often, but I don't think.
Yeah.
Well, I think the lesson of the day is we can
The
be
small acts of
engaging.
kindness.
Yeah, small
Yeah.
acts of kindness.
In whatever way you feel comfortable.
Whatever way.
We'll
you
go
feel
a long way.
There we go. Okay. Maybe I just have
you
to
can-
find my niche.
And you can just start once a day. Just do one a day.
Yeah.
Start somewhere. It's like working out. You don't want to run a marathon the first day.
It's valid.
Just walk to the end of the sidewalk and back.
Yeah.
That's valid.
And then the world will be a little better place. Well, I want to thank you. We've been talking for an hour and a half
Thank you so
or
much,
so.
Susan.
Yes.
Thank you
And
guys.
it's been my pleasure and honor.
Yes,
Privilege.
I mean,
Thank
like
you.
I said, we anticipated this moment and looked forward to it, and I'm just excited that it happened. It's just so nice to talk to the person that we see.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not nervous anymore.
No, no.
Right,
Everybody says that.
right? Everybody says
And
it,
you know
so
who-
you're not alone.
And you know who gave me your number? Diane Peoples,
Okay.
who was also
Yeah, she was here.
on our podcast
Yeah,
with Mary.
love them. Yeah, nice, nice.
Anyway, we're signing off. Thank you, Susan.
Okay.
Thank
One more
you.
time.
We'll
Bye.
see ya.
Small Towns
See you on the
Unscripted.
highway.
I will be. I will be.
I will be.